David and Goliath. How God helped David win. A long time ago, there was a young boy named David. David wasn't a soldier, but he was a brave shepherd. He spent his days taking care of his family's sheep, keeping them safe from wild animals. David loved God with all his heart, and he always trusted that God would help him when he needed it. At that time, there was a great big man named Goliath. Goliath was a giant who worked as a soldier for the enemy army. He was huge, strong, and scary. Every day, Goliath would come out and challenge the army of Israel, saying, "Send me your best soldier to fight me. If you win, we will be your servants. But if I win, you will be our servants." The Israelites were terrified of Goliath because he was so big and strong. No one wanted to fight him. One day, David's father sent him to bring food to his older brothers, who were in the army. When David arrived, he heard Goliath shouting his challenge, and everyone was scared. David was not afraid. He believed that God would protect him, just like he had helped David fight off wild animals while he was a shepherd. David asked, "Who is this giant that thinks he can challenge the army of the living God? I will fight him." At first, the King Saul, didn't think David could win. David was just a young boy, and Goliath was a giant warrior. But David explained, "When I was a shepherd, I fought off lions and bears that tried to attack my sheep. God helped me then, and he will help me now." King Saul agreed and let David fight Goliath. David didn't wear heavy armor or carry a sword like other soldiers. Instead, he picked up 5 smooth stones from a stream and took his sling, which he used to protect his sheep. When David stood before Goliath, the giant laughed and said, "Am I a dog that you come at me with a stick?" But David didn't back down. He said, "You come at me with a sword and a spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord Almighty. Today, the Lord will help me defeat you, and everyone will know that God is with Israel." David took one of the stones from his bag, put it in his sling, and swung it around. With one quick motion, he released the stone, and it flew through the air and hit Goliath right in the forehead. The giant fell to the ground with a loud crash. David had defeated Goliath with God's help. The Israelites cheered, and the enemy soldiers ran away in fear. David trusted in God, and God gave him the victory. From that day on, David became a hero, and everyone knew that with God on his side, even the smallest person could do great things. This story teaches us that no matter how big or scary the challenge may seem, if we trust in God and have faith, he will help us overcome it. Just like God helped David, he is always there to help us too.
Hallelujah, be to David,